Hello there, and welcome to a video going over the teaser for the second Amazing Digital Circus episode that was posted just over a week ago. If you somehow didn't know, the Amazing Digital Circus is an extremely popular show here on YouTube, that is created, written, and directed by Gooseworks, another animation channel who is well known for her music and abstract animations and general content, and produced by Glitch Productions, the indie animation studio that has really taken off in recent time due, in part, to the Amazing Digital Circus. Now, for the first scene, that isn't the title card, here we can see Happy Gangle, Pomni, Ragatha and Kane all standing in front of a red, pink, yellow, and white portal. While Gangle is happy, Pomni seems to still be processing the fact that this wasn't just a dream. Ragatha just seems concerned. During all of this, Kane is talking, likely about the lack of Jax and King as in the next couple of frames, he seems to be pushing King and Jax towards the portal, then pushing the entire group into the portal along with them. But there is a distinct lack of Zooble here, although we do see Zooble later in this teaser. After that, you see a candy cart traveling through a candy landscape with Candy Kingdom walls in front of the cart, while the words Candy Canyon Kingdom appear at the top of the screen, which would most likely be the name of the kingdom. That is about it for this scene. Now, we have a closer shot of the cart and the landscape behind it. The cart seems to be drawn by a strange gummy elephant thing, although its colors are more reminiscent of marshmallows. On the cart are all the people who were dragged through the portal. Next, Jax, Gangle and Ragatha walk towards a candy castle with a crowd of different colored mannequins cheering and clapping and confetti falling from the sky. There is also a balloon. There is a lack of Pommy though, but she probably is just out of frame. This next scene is strange. Apart from Jax having a candy shotgun, Ragatha is seated strange even though she is taller than Pomni. Her head is at the same level as Pomni. Apart from that, Gangle is driving the candy truck that they are all sitting in. Also, at this point, Gangle is sad, and King is there too. Now, Pommy is looking concerned to the lower right corner. The only thing to note here is that she is still in the circus. This means that this is either in the beginning of the episode or at the end. Next scene we see a gummy gator named Gummy Goo looking through binoculars with two other gummy gators in the background who are eating strangely shiny candy eggs somewhat in front of a blue candy fire. There is also another candy truck next to them. The purple gummy gator says something, then Gummy Goo takes down his binoculars looking annoyed, likely due to what the purple gummy gator said. This scene that likely takes place at the beginning has Pomni falling out or being thrown out of her bed and clipping into a letter block on the floor. I'm not sure how to explain what clipping is, which then flings her across the room. Next we have Ragatha, King and Jax. Ragatha seems mad, and judging by Jax's expression it's probably due to something he did. King is there too. An important thing to note here is that they are sitting atop the candy truck and Gangle and Pomni are nowhere to be seen. In this next scene, the candy truck of the Gummy Gators is bashing the candy truck of the main group. The interesting thing to note here is that Pomni is holding on to the candy truck of the Gummy Gators. Next up, we have Princess Lulilalu. Apologies if the AI butchers that, even I don't know how to pronounce it. Seemingly shaking Ragatha's hand. There are mannequins in the background and the rest of the team are standing around them. In the next scene, Jax and Gangle are sitting atop of the candy truck, while Jax is just sitting there. Sad Gangle is looking through some binoculars. Suddenly, something bursts out of the ground and both Jax and Gangle look shocked towards the thing. In this scene, there is a hypnotization adjacent slugtar monster thing. There isn't much else in this scene. That's the same for this scene. Pomni just stares at the camera heavily concerned. In this one, Princess Lulilalu seems to be introducing the group to the kingdom. Gangle is still happy in this one, and the arrangement of the characters seems to suggest that this is before they enter the portal. Now, the purple gummy gator is doing poses in the air, likely while he is being dragged by a candy rope connected to a candy truck. In this one we see Pommy still hanging onto the top of the Gummy Gator truck while the purple Gummy Gator just stands there at the back of the truck. This likely takes place after the rope scene. This one is strange. It features Jax sitting at the end of the candy truck somewhat sad, and I think it's the purple Gummy Gator that is tied up with a candy rope in the front. Now, we have Gummy Goo looking out of his gummy truck at the main group's candy truck. First with a mischievous look, then, he gets surprised and looks to the back of his candy truck. For this one we have what seems to be the mouth of that probably licorice slug thing. Its teeth seem to be candy corn, and the main group's candy truck is falling into its mouth with Jax just barely hanging onto the candy truck. Now, Pomny is falling into a void. It might be the same pit that the abstracted are sent to. Next, we have this. I'm not sure what it is. It could be Gummy Goo, but I'm not sure. This seems to just be another angle of their introduction to the kingdom. Here is Kane talking to Zooble. This is probably at the beginning of the episode. This is another shot of them going into the kingdom, but they are still on the cart. Here you can see Ragatha bowing to Princess Lulilalu. And the final scene is Kane supposedly advertising this delicious bottle of pep that Bubble is about to eat. Now, for the final thing in this video, the audio. During most of the time Kane is talking to Pommy about how the first rule of improv is to never pretend you're not Bubble, and then at the end Pommy is teleported to a meat freezer. I wonder why he couldn't use Bubble. Also, why a meat freezer? Only time will tell. That would be all. Remember that all links are in the description. Like, tell me a theory on episode 2 or the show in general that you have in the comments. If you want to see more of me, subscribe, and most important of all, thanks for watching. Goodbye.